I have just like Natalie Portman was telling the media that it's impossible not to think about what is happening in Minnesota, and that's what my mindset now. A few things that I want to say. It I know, I don't expect everybody to agree with me. I mean, just we all have different opinions, different views, different perspective, different mindset. That's perfectly normal. That's actually tolerance for differences. It's what makes this country great. Um, I do want to mention a few things. Number one is that is President Trump, um, kind of responsible for that. If you ask my opinion, I probably would not say he's totally clean because after all, he's the one decided to use the strategy of a big campaign, to mass deportations in the short term, in a short duration of time, and sending like 5,000 people, federal forces to the street of Twin City. That's basically, I think it is asking for trouble, you know, um, inevitably, because so many forces on the street, with so many people angry, local people angry with them, and then, they're shouting all the slogans that call them, using the F word, those kind of things. So, although the police chief in Minneapolis, Brian O'Hara, said that if you're professional, you handle it well. However, the important thing is that not everybody, you can't expect everybody handled it very well. You can't expect everybody to be professional when it comes to um, people protesting basically not sometimes in the face, but as even if it's at a distance, you still some of them may take it personally, some of it just an internal hatred, and then that can partly explain when Mr. Pratty was tragically killed, and then the other guys are clapping. I just you may say this guy's cold blood, but you have to take that uh, scenario, the situation, the cases, into account, the context into account. Um, the other thing is that even though I personally, I obviously I'm pretty sad about, sad by the death of Pratty and Good. Um, Sometimes I also I understand that the others I can understand perfectly the other side is saying that you have a poor judgment in a case like in a confrontation situation, even though law says perfectly fine you can carry the gun. By the way, there's one little details. Minnesota law actually says that you can carry a gun, whether it's revealed or hiding it. It's fine. It makes no difference. However, the Minnesota law does say that you have to carry your permit, the part of a permit all the time whenever you carry a gun with you. However, I also that I heard some online sources saying that we have evidence to show that Mr. Pratt did not have that permit card with him at the time when he was killed. But I'm just saying, I add another point that by Minnesota law, even if he failed to carry that permit card, it's a misdemeanor. It's not a crime. So it's basically like you pay like $25, you can walk away from that. So I don't think that's very crucial, even for the investigations. What is crucial is that during the entire process, with repeated beating, kicking, showering, and based on the video I'm seeing, I haven't seen that Mr. Patty made any effort of fighting back. He's basically So I think that's kind of a make me think that he's really good. I really respect that. But anyway, so I guess back to the Trump's responsibility. I think it's a better idea to do a campaign, mass campaign on the street of any city. You may say that the Twin Cities are a sanctuation city, but even not essential, um, sending too many people, military kind of quasi military forces to a single city, it's a better idea because you indirectly, unintentionally raise the tension between local people and law enforcement. And to that extent, however, I'm not saying that we should, you know, uh, impeach Trump based on that, but I'm just saying that we leave a note in the mind. You know, it's not obviously it's not the first time, at least based on the legal record, it's not the first time that Mr. Trump violated the law. But this time, let's focus on Secretary of DHS. Okay, and then I think somebody brought up the case like they I'm just simply following the order. That kind of a argument actually it ended in a new limbo at the end of World War II. Especially I would say, even especially at the cabinet level, that kind of leadership you really need. You can't just say I'm just whatever everything I'm doing, what everything I've been doing in the office is doing under the guidance of President Trump and Stephen Miller. That's not a good excuse. That's not a good defense. In fact, it shows me that further that she's not fitting that position. Uh, I keep reminding myself, like comparing that. I know it's not the most appropriate, but in China, back in 1949, 1989. Um, June 4th, that Deng Xiaoping decided to send a military army to Beijing to open the real bullet, killing so many people. This case, in America, in this case, we only had two deaths so far. But I mean, this is just one thing that interesting to compare that, how do you deal with the killing the civilians? Okay. So that's kind of a thing that we can always discuss. And the other thing that I want to say that what moved me most is that so many people are getting involved, getting into the discussion. Obviously you have people from both sides, but what makes this country lovable and strong is that people are active. They are active citizenship. They don't want to let the government do whatever they want. End up don't not saying anything. That reminded me that Zootopia, that movie, the cartoon movie, you know, in places like China and many other countries, to be honest, it's like animal. One day the lion killed a monkey, and then the other animals say, "Oh, monkey is too active. He must be bothered the elephant. He deserved to die." The next day, the lions killed giraffe, and the other animals says, "Oh, the giraffe is so tall, such a big target. Of course he'll be killed." And then next day, the monkey killed the peacock, and another animal said, "Oh, peacock is so pretty. I mean, he deserved it." So basically, that kind of a passive mindset, that kind of a like it's not me. Then if it's not me, then it's not my business, for the for others to be killed. In American, what makes American lovely is that we take the initiative. We even if that it's not my business, no, everything's my business to a certain extent. That make this country strong. So I'm proud of being American. Although I'm not, I was just naturalized, but I really love this country. But let's stop here.